Yeah, good evening, everyone. Everyone is able to hear me? Everyone is able to hear me? All right. So, as I was telling you, so let me write one Java service. In that I put this SLF4J logging library, right? SLF4J logging library or log4j. I told you the difference, right? So basically SLF4J is an interface and log4j is the implementation. And say this log file is writing a file. This log is writing to a file. Log is writing to a file in the local path. Now what I'll do now, I'll download Logstash software. I'll download the Logstash software. So how I'll download is Logstash software will come from here. This is the download. This is a zip folder actually. If I go to your internet and search for this download, so you just go here. And say this Windows copy link address. So this is your Logstash. This is a log stash zip folder. Okay. And say keep Elasticsearch. So Elasticsearch download. So select this Windows and copy here. These are the links actually, okay? Similarly, Kibana. Kibana download. Copy link address. This is the Kibana. We can log stash, Elasticsearch, Kibana. Okay. So these are the links you need to download. Just I'm sending to everyone. Just copy this. Okay. Once you download, like you'll get a zip folders here. Then I'll extract it. Let me extract this. I'm extracting this. So what I'll do is I'll set up Logstash in my Windows and I define a configuration here. I define configuration. I define a configuration in Windows where this configuration I define where it will read the input from this file, where this will read the input from this file. Read the input. Let me. Let me extract this from a 7-zip folder. What I'll do I'll just then I will Logstash is extracted. I'll also extract Kibana also. Okay, in the main it is extracting. What I'll do. So define Logstash configuration. The Logstash configuration will read the input log file. Right? And what we will do, and then we'll do some filtering. I'll tell you what is filtering. Okay, we'll define all this in this configuration. And then we'll send the output. So this output will be sent to Elasticsearch. So where Elasticsearch is a database, that stores the logs. See, currently, as I told you yesterday, Logstash can read from multiple Java services, but now we'll see for only one Java service. And from here, where we'll put Kibana. Kibana will connect to the Elasticsearch, where users can access Kibana. Users can access Kibana to view the logs. To view the logs through dashboard. Okay. So I extracted Kibana, I extracted Logstash, I'll extract Elasticsearch also. Right. So just 1 minute. Right. Just 1 minute. See, this is actually the Logstash configuration. This is what we write in the configuration. Okay, this is what we write in the configuration. Okay. So this is what we write in the configuration. So what we define in the configuration is this input will define input. See, this is actually a script. This is actually a kind of a Ruby script where your Logstash will understand. It will be like a JSON. So we'll define input. See, the type is this log file is coming from a Java service. So type indicates this log file is coming from JavaScript. Is coming from Java service. Okay. And so this is the input file. This is the input file. That means this is the file path where your Java service will be writing that log file to this local path. So this is the local path we'll define. And filter means, so this is the input. Actually, this is the input. Okay, this is the input. This entire thing is the input. And we'll define the filter as the filter which contains the stack trace. I'll tell you what is this. Okay, I'll tell you. Just park it. And then output is like where it sends the data to Elasticsearch. So the output is where it will use a Ruby. I mean, Ruby debug. I think this is for standard out. You can ignore this. I mean, you consider this is the main thing. So we'll say Elasticsearch. And where is your Elasticsearch running? It is running in the local host in this port. That means it will read this, your logstash configuration will define in such a way where it will read the file from this local path and send to Elasticsearch. So this will be the input. So using logstash configuration, input file is read. And the output is sent to Elasticsearch. Elasticsearch. The output is sent to Elasticsearch. And from where here the Kibana will read the data from the Elasticsearch and where users can access Kibana to view the logs through dashboard. Okay. So we'll define this configuration. Okay. This is the syntax we have to follow. Your logstash will follow this syntax. This syntax is like kind of this is a Ruby script syntax. Okay, this syntax you have to follow. So input. Suppose now, as I told you, logstash can read. In yesterday's session, I told you, right? Logstash can read multiple Java services files, right? And it can combine all into one Elasticsearch. So this is one service log file. If I want to read another log file, you define one more input here. So this will be my app file one.log. Okay, like that you can define as many inputs where your logstash will read the logs from multiple files. Okay, and send to this Elasticsearch out. Okay. So for now, I have only one service. I will show you one service. Okay, so let me generate one log file. I think we have one log file already in our SLF 4J, right? One. If you open here, so if I say here, let me do one thing. Let me generate some exceptions. Something like try row new runtime exception. Exception throw. Here I'll say logger dot error of ex dot get message. Okay, I'm generating a log, and here I'll say percentage %d. I'll say, and here I'll give the output. I'll give the input this one. My app logs one. Okay. My app logs one. And for now, I'll say okay. I'll put only file log appender. Now I'll run this code. Run as Java. Okay. I think I already have the exception here, right? Okay, I don't need again here this exception. Okay, I'll remove this. Already have this. So let me start from the main code. This program I already explained you when I explained you SLF4J. Let me now you see. I'll say put stack trace links. Now I have a log file like this. Okay. So I have a log file like this. Now you see here. You see first this has generated this one, this info message. See, I'm not getting debug and trace because my level is error, right? If I put level error, debug and trace will not come. We have seen this, right? Sorry, I put level info. Sorry. My level is info, root level is info. So debug and trace are not coming. Remember that table that I showed you a few days back when I explained this. And finally, this is the error. Now, what I'll do, this error, this log file, I'll read this log file from the log stash and send to Elasticsearch. And from Kibana, I'll view the log file. I'll show you this. This is the log file. Okay, this is the log file. I think by info is coming here. A file log appender. I'll put this pattern. First, a date should come. See, this is the date. Okay. So this pattern is coming out. See, because I changed it here. I changed it here, this pattern. This appender I'm using here, right? And this appender will use this pattern. It starts with the date. I explained you all this, right? Date, info, and all that. Now, which path it is writing this file? To see my app logs one. Now in my log-stash configuration also, I'll use the same. See my app logs one. See, that means whatever the log file that I'm writing here, this file I'll give as an input to here. Okay. All right. So what I'll do, let me now start. Let me delete and I'll run again this program. Now I'll start. So 3 servers I'll start. So I'll start Logstash. I'll start Elasticsearch and I'll start Kibana. How will go? You have to go to Kibana. First I'll start Elasticsearch. First I'll start Elasticsearch. I'll start elasticsearch.bat. I'm starting elasticsearch.bat. And then I'll start Logstash. So to start Logstash, see, what are this configuration I wrote here, right? This configuration, I'll store this in Logstash. See, these folders you'll get after extracting the zip. See, first you should download the zips and extract the zips. And then you put that in this bin folder. In this logstash.conf folder, you write this, you put this file. Now what I'll do, then I'll say cd. I'll say logstash -f logstash.conf. So this configuration file is the file that which we have written just now, which I showed you just now. See, I already wrote this. That's why I explained you directly. This is the file. So this is the file, input, filter, and this. Okay. See, what filter will do, it will actually filter the stack trace. See, for example, now I'll show you. So let me start this first. Logstash -f. Go to bin folder and start this Logstash. See, start Elasticsearch in one window. Start Logstash. See, both 3 will be running in separate servers. And then start Kibana also. First, let's start Logstash to become. So Logstash is starting. Similarly, start Kibana also. Kibana. So what I'll do, I'll just show you. So 3 windows, 3 services are running. Kibana will take some time. Okay. In the meanwhile, I'll send this log. So what I'll do, run as Java application. Now you see, this log has been coming here in the Logstash. You see, Logstash is reading this log. See what I'm doing. If I put in the diagram way, this I'm running this log file. This code, this SLF4J demo code. This code is writing the log file. Where it is writing the log file? It is writing the log file to here. It is writing to the log file to here. This is the log file. Now in the Logstash configuration, what I have done, I'm reading that Logstash configuration pointing to the same path. That means your Logstash configuration is reading to this from the same path. Okay, that's why in the Logstash window, you can see that this has been read. And it is sending where this log file. So this is sending to this output, which is Elasticsearch. And Elasticsearch, where this log will be stored is, see, Elasticsearch is a database. Okay, just like in your database, how you have tables, like your Oracle database or MySQL database. In Elasticsearch, the tables are called indexes. Indexes are tables in Elasticsearch. Okay, so all the data will be stored in tables. So the data that is sent from Logstash to Elasticsearch, the data that is sent from Logstash to Elasticsearch is ingested to Logstash index. Is ingested to index starting with the data that is sent from Logstash to Elasticsearch is pushed to index starting with Logstash. Index name starting with Logstash. So by default, the Elasticsearch index is nothing but table. You can think like a table in database. The table name will start with Logstash. Okay. Kibana is starting now. Now the data is there in the Elasticsearch. The data is read from this, and the data is now from Kibana. what we'll do is now keep from Kibana, we'll connect to Elasticsearch logstash index. So when I say index, it is nothing but table index and read log from there. Log from Elasticsearch. Right? So what I'll do now, I'll just say localhost 5601. Now this is your Kibana. And what I'll do now. So this is your Kibana. So you can access Kibana from this URL. So you can access Kibana from this URL. Okay. Now in the Kibana, what you do is you select this, you click on discover. See, you click on discover. Okay, discover. In this, create index pattern. See, you have data in Elasticsearch. Kibana requires an index pattern to identify which data it want to explore. See, you have to create an index pattern in Kibana so that Kibana will connect to that Elasticsearch. So I'll create an index pattern. And the index pattern is always, it will start with logstash. See, the index in Elasticsearch will start with logstash. Okay. So I'll just create a logstash. This one. Create a select timestamp. I'll put a timestamp. Okay. Now that's all. Now click on discover again. Now you can see the logs are coming. You see here. See, the logs are coming. You see. See, the logs are coming. See, I can select the info logs also. So I can select this log also in method 2. Okay, I think here only again method 2 is not good. I think I'll select this one. This is info message. Okay, this is info message, you see. So the logs are coming, you see. This is info message. Right? See, the logs are coming, you see. What are the logs that are seen in this file that are coming, you see? Division by 0. If division by 0. Right? And it's filtering the stack trace. So this is not coming. See, what you mean by stack trace means what we are doing in the configuration file is, if you see here, we are filtering. See, if the message starts with, if the message does not start with /t at, you see, this is your tab space followed by @. See, this is a regular expression. Message does not start with /t. /t is your tab space at. So we're filtering this one. That means this is not sent to the Elasticsearch. Your logstash is filtering this. Okay. Now you're able to see the logs, right? You see in the Kibana. You're able to see the logs. That's all. That's all about ELK stack. Any doubts? Any doubts? Any questions till now? Okay, I'll send you this. I'll send you this all this notes and this configuration file. Okay, you can again practice from your end. So with this, we completed. So with this, we completed ELK 8 tools. We completed. So tomorrow I'll start JMeter, and then I'll start Jenkins. See, these first 11 tools are very important. Okay. See, in Kibana, you can just search for this. See, you can search for only errors. You can put like this. It will display only errors. See, only errors. If I want only info logs, put in double quotes info. It will get only info logs, you see here. Search here whether info or error in the double quotes. All right. So with this, we completed this tool. Then we'll see the next tool, JMeter. Tomorrow I'll start JMeter. I said today only I thought of starting, but I have other urgent work I have to start. I have to leave now. So otherwise I could have started JMeter now only. So tomorrow I'll start JMeter. Tomorrow only we'll complete JMeter. Tomorrow I'll take some additional time and I'll complete JMeter. So that day after tomorrow I'll start on Jenkins. All right then. Any questions then? All right then. Thank you all. See you tomorrow then. Thank you all. Thank you all. See, Jira also I'll be telling you. Okay, Jira and you'll be, that is also important. I'll tell you. Okay. Thank you all. See you tomorrow.